Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things, and so much more. So, welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is for Leo, the sign of Leo, and this is a weekly energy forecast. So, I now do them weekly as well as monthly. So, you will be on Tuesdays, Leo. I will put your videos up on Tuesdays and every week. The last week of every month, though, it will be the monthly video that I will put up for you, though, instead of the weekly one. So, and for going forward, and then we'll do the weekly ones, and that'll just, like, I suppose, give you a zhuzh up with your energy, with whatever has come forward, you know, come up for the monthly one, and tweak some, you know, maybe a bit of clarity and a little bit of more information where you can tweak things around, or, you know, get some insight for whatever is going on for you through the month to help you move through it, or, you know, a little bit more fluently or fluidly, whatever is happening with you. So anyway, once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed to my channel by now, please do, and if you are new, I welcome you and invite you to. So these forecasts are general. So what I mean by that is may not resonate with all of you. And if it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, well, you know, just take what does and leave what does not. So, and the thing is, it may not resonate with you because it's, you know, this is a forecast. And obviously, if it doesn't resonate with you at all in any way or form during the week as well, it's not for you, okay? Anyway, so the other thing is that these are for the reads, you know, for the, if you're Cancer and you are under the sign, or whether you are Cancer in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So it'll be suitable for across the board in that way. So if you do not know what your other signs are, please feel free to check on the link below. Click on that. Oh, there's a bloody hell. What is going on? I'm feeling a little bit tired and a little bit over it and da-da-da. So whatever it is, it's not just fully my energy, okay, that I'm in at the moment. And I feel like it could have something to do with the energy that's around with Saturn going into retrograde as well. Plus, we're coming up into the full moon, so things are winding down in a way of clearing as well. Did I say full moon? I mean new moon. Yeah, I meant new moon, sorry. But they're on saying that, you know, that coming into, like, in the waning phase, it's a time to wrap up old projects and close off deals and things like that, and release things, let go of things. So it could be that why your energy may be like just slowing down and feeling like flailing away. So anyway, so just going off track a little bit. So with that one, so please do check out the calculator below. There's a link in the description box below. And I'll explain that again. That will take you to a website that has a calculator on there that will help you figure out which other planets or other signs your energy, your star sign falls under as well. So, for instance, I'm a Gemini and I follow my sun sign more so in the sun for Gemini. However, I also do check out my other signs as well, which is Libra in the moon, Venus in love, Cancer is in love, and rising is Pisces. So it's kind of like, okay, so if I don't understand or fully get it, I will check out one of them. Anyway, so continuing on with one what had come up in a little bit before, that spiel, oh god, where are they going? It's like, that may be what is going on. It's like, you know, that sort of ho-hum sort of energy. It's like, oh, and I feel too, like, partially, it's like, oh, where are they going? Because they're showing me, and they give me that feeling and that vision of, you know, after coming out of the lockdown and from level 4 to level 3, level 2, it's like, you know, I'm over it now. And so I just want to get on with life and get on with things and get shit rolling. And so it's like, and it's like, you know, with you, Leo, even though you're that fire energy, there is a bit, there may be a lack of fire with some of you, but that's okay, because I feel like some of you need to actually have a break, you know, slow down a bit, and to slow down a bit in the sense, and to get some energy, and like wind yourself up, wind down, so you can you know, wind down so you can, it's like build yourself up, not wind yourself up, but build yourself up. So winding down, taking time to wind down so you can build up your energy levels again. So God knows what you guys have been up to, you know, this last couple of weeks and that. But I feel like not just, you know, there's been a lot of processing it has been gone on saying that. So and I do actually feel some of you have been running around like a blue-ass fly as well. So sometimes for some of you, it is a physical tired, as well as the, you know, the spiritual spiritual processing and emotional processing that you may be going through, or may have been going through. And in a way, it's like, yeah, I'm over it now. But I feel like the energy is going to be shifting. So you may not have been like that all week, but it may be like fluctuating more so than anything. We're coming into a new moon, so it's like, that's why I feel like the energy is going to pick up. And the new moon is on the 23rd of the Saturday of May. Wow. Let's see what's coming. Oh, the first one out is the Hermit. So patience and maturity. Looking at the Hermit there. And prudence is the theme with the Hermit. So I'm just getting like you've been like, for you, just having a little bit more patience with yourself, with things around you and how they're looking, and, you know, how things are looking at the moment. So things may be not progressing in the way, or moving, you know, as fluidly or fluently in the way that you had hoped it would be by now. And with yourself, with things around the home, with, you know, going into work and that sort of thing. But all on the same, at the same token, in the back of your mind, it's like you already knew that, but it wasn't going to be. But it was just like, oh, you know, but you were hoping. And I'm just hearing like being a little bit more patient, okay, with you. And because it's time to go inward again in the next few days, or during these next few days, for different reasons than the last time you went inward last week, okay, to find it. So, and it's like, I know I'm kind of over going inward as well, and to figure out things and whatnot. And it's like, I think a lot of us are like that. At the same time, everything is all good though, you know. So it's like, well, and things are coming to an end, and it's about, but there's, because there is still movement. But this going inward is going to help you move quicker in the long run, or it's going to help you to move not only quicker, not so much maybe like now, but in the long run and later in the next few months, because you'll be ditching some stuff that no longer serves you any purpose for your highest good. And as you're going through it, the light's starting to click. You know, you're seeing things differently. You're hearing things, you're noticing things differently, or more than what you used to. That's what the Hermit does for us when we go in, when we start looking at things. And it's a bit like the Hierophant as well. Spiritual learning and awakenings come through that. So the same thing with the Hermit in a way. Sometimes we have to retreat within ourselves to figure stuff out, and not be amongst other people's energy that could drive us either fracking crazy, but not even just that, but just be, so we're not influenced by it, you know, driving crazy, or by other people's thoughts or feelings. Sometimes we just need to, you know, like hibernate for a bit, and, you know, just figure things out for ourselves. There's that sort of energy that's coming in through there. So then we have, the thing is, we have the Fool, which is really interesting. So there's something with, and that's why I say with all this processing and that you're doing, there's something that comes out of it, or you're able to see something. So there's a leap of faith, and that whatever it is that you're processing is leading to this leap of, you taking this leap of faith, weighing things up about what you want to be, have, and what do you want to do, what do you want to be, what do you want to do, what do you want to have, and also what do you want to give in life, you know. and it's kind of all balancing out, but it's like you have more of a knowing. So there's something that comes to light for you where you feel, I feel like, and I feel like some of you, there's a couple of opportunities, so you end up going to be making a decision once you take the leap of faith, you know, not just taking the leap of faith, but about deciding how it's going to all pan out for you, or could pan out for you. Am I going to take these two, or go for that, or just go for this one here, or whatever it is. So, and how much time have I got to fit everything in? So it's being wise as well with that side of things. So then we have the Two of Cups, which is about friendships. So I feel there may be also a friend that is either coming to you or around you that will help you through this time, or is helping you already through this time. And for some of you, I do feel like it is a brand new friendship. And I feel like not necessarily a friendship that's coming, you know, that's coming to you like outwardly as in another human being, but it may be that you're more becoming friends with yourself and understanding like another part of you, and how you look at things, or discovering, and that's like, well, you know, and somebody might say something to you, and it may be that you don't recognize that in yourself. So, and it's also, you know, about being kind to yourself. So could be that for some of you, okay, that's this week you may be looking at as you're making these decisions and discovering new things and about you, but and going forward into this new opportunity or new situation or experience that I feel, you know, that that has come to light. Wow. And sometimes, and some of it I'm feeling like, some of it is like and like as you're stepping into this, taking that leap of faith, it's like that is, you know, what brings up this thing about friendship with yourself is how much do I value myself? How much do I honor? I want to honor myself, or being honest with myself and cutting through the bullshit why I'm not going this way, or why I'm not hurrying and making a decision. Because some of you, as I'm hearing, is like, well, what else have I got to lose at the end of the day? Yet you still won't go there and do it, because you can, knowing that actually I can make another decision after if that doesn't quite pan out, or not quite what I thought it was going to be. Or it may be that you're taking, you know, it may be something completely different that you know, why you end up going and maybe not going. But there's something that's coming up that will, with this friendship, like I say, it's going to help you to see through the dirty window, basically. So interesting that I'm looking out my window right now, and it's like see through the window. I can actually see through it, but it's got, you know, like dirt, not dirt, but they do need a clean. So, but it's out there more clearer, if you know what I mean. Okie dokie. And then we have the Tower that's come out. So there is something is coming, you know, and this person, you know, yours, whether it's yourself that you there's things in yourself that you start to recognize, or this new person, or this person. It could be an old friend that's come back in your life, or just be a friend that you know, but maybe that you're seeing things a different light with a friend of yours as well. So there's something moving in there, and there's we have the Tower, which is about, you know, something's falling away. So there's a new beginning or a new opening there as well, that is crumbling away as well. So there's lots of new stuff, and it's coming, you know. We're in Saturn retrograde at the moment. There's a few other planets that have gone into retrograde, and that was like a couple of months, but they're still in there. But Saturn is the latest one that's gone into, you know, retrograde, which is kind of slowing things down in a way, and slowing things down, winding things up, giving us the time and the space to contemplate and ponder, you know, wonder, those sorts of words about who we are, you know, who we are, who you are, who am I, and where, you know, and on a deeper level than what it was before, okay? So, or what you were before, in another phase or something else even. It's like, for some of you it will be, you know, something, you know, following something else that you've just gone through last month or sorted out, but it's moving forward into the next phase, and it's like finishing and completing and going into it. You're into it now. And then we have the Six of Swords. So, moving away from strife. So there's something, with this, some sort of reality call, some sort of realization this week that will come through for you as you kind of like hibernate or, have patience with things and just watching, observing what is happening. And so you're not actually fully getting involved with whatever is going on around you, but more taking a back seat in some ways. For some of you, it will be that. And just take your back seat and just like, looking, watching, observing how you are responding, feeling, what are you seeing in different situations that are happening around you at the moment, whether it be within your home, whether it be you, whether it be, with work, or career, or in your own business, whatever it is. But there's this beautiful, peaceful feeling that you're going to come out with that. It's just like, yeah, and feeling quite satisfied and ready to, in a more, the word more humbling way of, but that in a deeper inner knowing and more of a soul connection to you as to where your journey is heading to, in some ways. It's very deep this week, going into like a deeper phase, but so absolutely amazingly cool at the same time. Anyway, I'm going to draw a card from the Energy Oracle deck now and see what comes up from there. So, because I just kind of feel like, there's the lift of energy. I need a lift of energy, but and to change the energy will change. And you feel it changing because it's going to fluctuate over the next couple of days as well. Okay, all tied up, 23. So I wouldn't be surprised on the 23rd, you'll have things all tied up, well, most of it, or you'll be more knowing about when things are, about how things are, going to happen on the 23rd. You'll have more of an idea of that. So all tied up. 2 is about relationships. 3 is about balance. So it's about, then maybe for you, it is about relationships, like with your relationship with yourself. But having a wonderful, it could be that. It could be a relationship with somebody else as well. Go back to that friendship thing, card there. As well. So number 23. Oh, all tied up. Cool. And anyway, it just feels like really amazing. Interesting, that's on the 23rd. That's on Saturday. So, which is when the new moon is as well. And then we have number 51, Healer of Ages. So there's the Jesus, the Christ energy there. And number 5 is about energy and how we can move with energy, how we see how energy is vibration, and it's seeing everything as energy and vibration, and utilizing that energy to create what it is we want to, what it is and where it is we're wanting to go, by having and feeling and thinking and being more on a positive on a positive wavelength, basically. Wow. Okay. On a positive, keep it saying on a positive wavelength, with no matter what, at the end of the day, it's like no matter what, if somebody, if one of the kids drops something on your toe, it's like, okay, and it might be ouching, it might just like, ouch, but respond differently. It may be that you might have needed a wake-up call, and it may be that you, in the end, or in the beginning, it was accidental. So it's just seeing that as accidental, it may be just something as simple as that, but but it may be that you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that was it. And it's kind of like looking at the steps that got to that point, why, if it's something like that or whatever it is that's going on for you, how it got to that point. It's like just tracing it back. Were you told you know, were you told, did Spirit tell you something, or did your, you know, your intuition, that telepathic side of you, or that intuitive side of you, give you that psychic side of you? You know, did you have an inkling, you know, not to go there, not to sit there, or to move that, or tell them something, or say something and you didn't do it? That's what I mean by that, or that's what they mean by that. It's like, you know, tracing it back in a way. It's like funny. But there's a new beginning in that with energy, because number 1 has come up. So it's and I feel like that energy is, because 1 is about being one with self, and this is about relationships as well. So relationship with yourself as well, and being one with all. So there are new beginnings as well coming in that way, but in other ways as well. So keep an eye on that. But it's also like a rebirth of oneself that you may be seeing within yourself as well. So, wow, there's a lot of energy there. It goes from one end of the spectrum to the other, and it's just, so it'll be like, it will be either that way and going back with it and swaying back and forth, or it could be just like up and down, okay? Just not really big ups and downs, just like gentle waves of up and down, you know, waving waves and that, like, yeah, cool. But like the waves are not choppy, but there are waves there in this boat. So there's something that you're moving away from, or shifting away from an old way of being, thinking, doing. Ta-da. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there with you, Leo. So thank you very much for listening and watching to this video. And I look forward to creating another one and seeing what happens next week on Tuesday, which will be, I think, the 28th or the 29th. I've got myself all mixed up. Oh, the 26th. Okay, the 26th. Anyway, God bless you. Have a wonderful week. Like next weekend always, of course. And lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. Bye for now.